Restaurants across Tamil Nadu reopened today for dining. We come to you from Hotel Maris along the RK Salai in Chennai. Many new norms, for instance, hand sanitizer at the entrance. In fact, it's a foot-operated one, so people don't have to touch it. Also, posters here giving the new rules, mandatory masks, social distancing, and they're also going to check the temperature using the thermal scanning system. And this is the place where customers would wait, again maintaining social distance, as they wait to collect their takeaways. And once you go inside the restaurant, again the social distancing norms are being followed. The government has directed hotels to turn off air conditioning and to use only 50% of tables so that there'll be enough social distancing. And here you see the tables with red ribbons. Those will not have service, so that there will be enough space between the tables nearby. And tables and chairs ought to be disinfected after every use. The waiters ought to wear hand gloves, mask, and also a cover on their head. The government has recommended disposable menu cards to eliminate touch. In this hotel, they have come out with the idea of putting it up on the wall so customers can have a look at that and order. With me, Mr. Hari Govind, the Joint Managing Director. Sir, in terms of your business, with less business over the last 2 months, what has been the economic impact?
It has been a little challenging for us, but we are not going to dwell on that. We are going to move forward. We are going to open with all gusto, and hopefully we will revive ourselves and hopefully get everything back to normal.
Yours is our own property, but for those who run hotels in rented properties, what kind of a difficult situation?
Oh, it's an immense challenge. I cannot speak for them. I can only feel sorry, and I feel sad that these kind of things. They are good businesses, good people, good intentions in opening good restaurants, and to be succumbed to these kind of challenges, it's absolutely distressing for all of us to hear about.
Rental and repayment.
Of course, even the salary, wages, these are things that we cannot take short-term decisions on, and it's very difficult for businesses.
Thank you very much. Let's also speak to Sudhakar, waiter. Thank you very much. Sudhakar, உங்களுக்கு இந்த 2 மாசம் salary கிடைச்சிச்சா? என்ன மாதிரி கஷ்டமா இருந்துச்சு?
2 மாதம் சேலரி கம்பெனியில் கொடுத்தாங்க சார். மற்ற இன்கம் ஓடி டிப்ஸ் இந்த மாதிரிலாம் கிடையாது.
டிப்ஸ் கிடைக்கல. அது எவ்வளோ வந்துச்சு உங்களுக்கு?
மாதம் ஒரு 6000 ரூபா கிடைக்குங்க.
எப்படி சிரமம், என்ன மாதிரி சிரமம் உங்கள் ஃபேமிலியில்?
மற்ற வீட்டு வாடகை, மற்ற வீட்டு குடும்ப செலவுலாம், அந்த செலவு.
குழந்தைங்க இருக்காங்களா?
குழந்தைங்க இருக்காங்க. ஒரு பையன் ஒரு பொண்ணு இருக்காங்க.
குழந்தைங்க இருக்காங்க. அவங்களுக்கு ஃபீஸ்லாம் எப்படி?
ஸ்கூல் ஃபீஸ் இன்னும் ஆரம்பிக்கலைங்க. கேட்டுருக்காங்க, நான் கட்டலை, இது வரைக்கும் கட்டலைங்க. கட்டியிருந்தால் சிரமமாக இருந்திருக்கும். கேட்டேன்.
He says the hotel paid him the salary, but he could not get the extra income in the form of tips over the last 2 months. That will be normally 6,000 to 7,000 a month. House rental, children's education, he says, because of this cut in income, are a big problem, and he has to make sure to meet those expenses. Also, Mr. Periyasamy, the cashier here, உங்களுக்கு எப்படி கஷ்டம் இருந்துச்சு?
எனக்கு பொருளாதார ரீதியாக பெரிய கஷ்டம் இல்லை. ஏன்னா எங்களுக்கு எம்டி வந்து சேலரி போட்டார். அதெல்லாம் எந்த இல்லை. மற்றபடி எங்களுக்கு வெளியில் போக முடியல, வர முடியல. அந்த வீட்டில் இருந்துட்டு கஷ்டம், வேலை செஞ்சுட்டே இருந்ததுனால எங்களுக்கு அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு பெரிய கஷ்டம், ரொம்ப டார்ச்சர்.
He says economically no problem for him because the company took care of his salary. But the fact that he was confined to his home over the last 2 months, that was a huge hardship. Let's also go inside the kitchen to see the new systems in place. And again, the government has put in many new protocols. And all the people who work here should have their head covered, should wear masks. And in fact, all the ingredients like vegetables, rice, and all those things ought to be first cleaned with chlorine, actually chlorine mixed water in the given proportion. And so it's certainly a new norm in terms of dining. Over the last 2 months, hotels were allowed only to have takeaways given, and for the first time customers are allowed to come and dine with lots of new restrictions at a time when Chennai is witnessing a huge spike. In fact, Tamil Nadu's tally has crossed 30,000. Chennai's alone more than 20,000, and Chennai contributing to a bulk of the daily rise in numbers across the state. So certainly a new norm in place in restaurants across Tamil Nadu. There are around 50,000 restaurants across the state and at least 20,000 in Chennai. And over the last 2 months, for the restaurants, it has been an economically crippling period with no business, with no dining facility allowed. And now they hope they'll be able to recover, reclaim lost ground in terms of their revenue. Also amid worry that this could pave way for a rise in cases, but the government and the hotel managements believe the protocols in place will make sure it's safe both for them as well as the customers who come in for dining. At the Hotel Maris in Chennai with camera person Edwin, Sam Daniel, Find It TV.